Are you a fan of amigurumi? In today's video, we're going to be checking out a really cute model. So let's go. So in today's video, we're going to be checking out this cute amigurumi dinosaur. As you can see, you can print this. This is a monocolor version. I will show you a color version shortly. And as you can see, it's really nice. As you can see, it's got a hole under the amigurumi because this is a walking amigurumi. What you can do is buy a mechanism in the internet, Amazon, from AliExpress, and make a walking amigurumi. So it's got this monocolor version and this multicolor version. So everything I show you for the multicolor version will apply to the monocolor version. So as you can see, before we change any of the color configurations, I'm going to be showing you some tips to print this model monocolor. So before we get into the color version, I'm going to show you some basic tips to print this. So all the settings I'm going to change next apply to the monocolor version. As you can see over here in layer height, we're going to be reducing the layer height to 0.16 millimeters, so we get really good quality in this print. And as this is a really small print, it's recommended to decrease the layer height so we get a better resolution. Over here in strength, you can leave it at 2 wall loops. In Prusa Slicer, the default is 3, so you can leave it at 3. This is a really simple print. You don't have to mess with anything. It does not need support under here because your printer can do the overhang inside this piece. And as this is a piece that's not gonna be, you're not gonna see inside, if it leaves some scars and some inconsistencies with the print, it's not gonna be visible. So you don't have to worry that much. As for speed, you can leave it at default speed for your printer because this is a model that does not have tiny overhangs. It's a really simple one. As for support, we do not need to enable support. As I said, this region right here, your printer can do the overhang. It will print perfectly fine. Something you could do is change the infill to gyroid. Every slicer has this feature, and gyroid is a really nice infill pattern. So as this configuration I changed right here, you could print this in monocolor. Let's go with the tips for printing this multicolor. So if you're going to print this multicolor, I'm using Bamboo Studio because they got a variety of printers, Bamboo Lab printers. But what you can do is, as you can see right here, as I imported the project, this is the colors that I have right here. You can be changing the colors. So let's say you want the eyes to be, let's see, this yellow, no, not yellow, orange. You can click orange and it'll edit the model. So I'm going to be showing you a quick tip to waste less proportional filament. I'm going to be slicing just to show you something. So as you can see, I just sliced the model, and you're going to take a look right here in the right, the filament usage for this print. As you can see for the model is going to use 25 grams of filament. And as you can see, the whole total waste is going to be, the total usage is going to be 376 grams. So as you can see, by the flush and tower, it's going to waste a lot of filament, unused filament that's going to go to waste. So as you can see, the model is just going to take 25 grams. What we can do is increase the number of models in the bed plate. So we're going to be, the proportion of usage is, we're going to be reducing the proportion of waste, because as you can see, there's kind of like 10 times, more than 10 times the waste of filament. As you can see the proportion here. If you print more models, the waste, the flush and tower won't change. So what you can do is print more models, so the proportion of wasted and used is closer to, because it's complicated with Bamboo Multicolor print, because we have to potentialize the usage of filament. By doing this, we're going to be reducing the proportion of wasted filament. So let's multiply and put more models in this build plate. So let's copy and paste lots of them. Let's add 10 of them. Actually, the more you put in your bed table, the better it's gonna be, the less the proportion of wasted filament will be. So I just sliced, and as you can see, I put 15 dinosaurs on the build plate. And as you can see over here, it's gonna use, for the models, it's gonna use 376 grams of filament. And as you can see, the waste did not change, flushed and tower did not change. And as you can see now, we're using more filament for models than it's going to waste. So the proportion of wasted filament went down a lot. So as you can see, it's much better to print more models in the build plate and more of the same model, so you can reduce the proportion of filament waste. So this cute amigurumi is ready to print. Make sure you check all of our models in stlflix.com, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.
I hope you guys enjoy it. Those slicing videos are an initiative from STL Academy, which is the educational project from STLflix. So if you guys want to learn more about 3D printing, you could check our description and look at STL Academy courses. And don't forget, see you guys at the next slicing.